viewers and subscribers. Yes, Corporal Osbourne Ximines allegedly died by suicide today, March 10th. Well, it's hard to swallow. Yes, man, I do believe in the sanctity of life, and as humans, we must cherish the same and fight to live despite our situations, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Life is given to us by God, and based on the teaching of Jesus Christ, we must love life and live it to the fullest, as there is only one life to live. And God makes sure that life can not be replicated by men in no way. God is the Almighty. Amen. As human beings, as soon as we receive news of a loved one passing away violently, at first we go through the different stages of shock, disbelief, then we try to understand or try to accept that the person is not dead because we haven't seen the natural body itself. So we are kind of hopeful that the news that we are hearing, it's not the one that we have heard earlier, because it's hard to swallow, especially when the person has no ailment, have no illness, and is in no dire need of anything. Yes. Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. Today is Thursday, March 10th, 2022, and it's about 11 p.m. my time. I'm here reporting the death of a police officer who died by suicide, allegedly. And the sad part about it, and with deep sadness, this police officer was my classmate. I'm not going to elaborate about things that we had spoken on the phone about the last time when I spoke to him, but I knew him when we were going to high school together. He was a bright soul, always smiling. This guy never had a bad day going to school. Yes, man. The late Corporal Osbourne Ximines. Some people will call him Ximines, but the way that he pronounced his name is Ximines. Of Gale Police Station, St. Mary, and a graduate of St. Mary's College above Rock, St. Catherine. We were classmates and schoolmates together in the early 1980s. Our school has produced some very excellent Jamaicans who have contributed a lot to the development of the island of Jamaica. And here's a man whose wife lives in Texas, and because of his patriotism to the island of Jamaica, he's still there working as a police officer. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but from information received that today, March 10th, 2022, at Treadways District in the Leinster Police Area, St. Catherine, in Jamaica, it is alleged that the late Corporal Osbourne Ximines has taken his own life. I am not going to stress on the circumstances how it happened. I am not privy to the police investigation and what the initial official police report that has been sent to the Commissioner's office for press relief. Ximines is a classmate and a schoolmate of mine. You know, and it is really, really sad. It's a hard pill to swallow, you know, especially the circumstances surrounding his exit from this world. Prayers for the family of the late Corporal Ximines, who's a classmate. The news of this loss profoundly saddens me. It hits like a bomb. I have never felt this kind of sadness in a long time. There is a man with many more years to contribute to the world. I know this. He is dead, allegedly by suicide. My most sincere condolences to his family, his children, and his co-workers. I know that this man has touched a lot of life, a lot of people's life growing up, even in his job. He was one of the most decent human beings that you could ever come across. You know, growing up as boys going to high school, you know that there are some of your classmates, schoolmates, that you remember things about, good and bad. But here's this guy that I can't even remember anything bad about this guy. He was an exemplary student, very disciplined, quiet, very jovial. A guy at times, you know, make us laugh a lot in school. But he was a good schoolmate, very good schoolmate. And it is sad that the way that he has departed, sir. I can't imagine what the family must be feeling right now. But I want you to know that I mourn your loss too. Because we are all colleagues of Osbourne Ximines. We are schoolmates and police officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Please accept my deepest condolences. Honestly, I don't know what the reason for his action. I don't know what the reason for his actions is. And this was not something that those of us who knew this man from high school days, expect him to do. But the good Lord knows what's best. I know that for someone to do such an act, they must be in a different state of mind. And only Osbourne Ximines alone know what he was going through and why he has given up on life. That enormous amount of pain that he has been feeling, I don't know if he had shared with anyone, or can we say with definitive that Osbourne has taken his own life? Because we know that in cases like these, sometimes the scenes are staged to look otherwise, to appear otherwise. That's why we have detectives who are well skilled in this area of investigation. May his precious soul rest in peace, with light perpetual on him. Oswald Ximines, you are gone, but will never be forgotten. Your life, memories, and legacies will forever reign. May his family, the JCF family, its auxiliaries, ex-members, friends, schoolmates, et al., all find solace in God during this difficult period. Yes, I know that it hurts that he has departed from this earth in a way that none of us can comprehend at this time. I haven't seen this man in years, but we have spoken on the phone a few times. And I was very, very proud of him, knowing that he has followed the footsteps of myself and others who were in the same class as him to become a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, to serve a nation where police officers are not regarded in the best of esteem by the Jamaican people. They're the most ungrateful people. But from what I have known, and I had spoken to him, I know that Osbourne, he loves his job. He enjoys being a police officer. Nothing to him, as he has stated, than to know that he has brought a smile to one of his fellow Jamaicans. And that's what all counts to him. Nothing else. No money. And here's a guy who never complains. And for a man at his age, the way that he is able to conduct himself is exemplary. To speak to his character of this man who has stand tall, growing up from an humble beginning. This man has never complained about nothing. I remember the days when we were going to school. It was yesterday, one of our schoolmates from St. Mary's College reminded me that Miss from the canteen had passed away. That's Huntley's mother, Miss Dillon. Never knew that today would be a day that I would be mourning the loss of my schoolmate. And when I said friend, I'm not talking best friend, but we were friends. Osbourne Ximines. What such a beautiful soul. Nice guy to be around. You will never have a dull day being around him. That's what I can remember going to high school with him. Finally, I thank you for your sterling contribution to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You're a nation of ungrateful, criminal-minded people and politicians who hate the job that you are doing. It is with sadness that I am doing this video, because it is to report the suicide by my classmate and police officer Osbourne Ximines. May his soul rest in peace, and God's grace and peace with his lies perpetually on him. You are gone, but will never be forgotten. Your life and memories will forever reign in our hearts. The memories of you will never fade. Rest in peace. And I hope that whenever the investigation is completed, we can say we know that this is not the Osbourne that we knew. We know that you were a God-fearing man. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel, and may the family of Osbourne Ximines find some solace during this difficult time. Have yourself a wonderful day. Good night.